Hey guys, welcome to another amazing episode of covering iCast 2022 with Aliex, and we got Thomas and Greg right here from TIGHTLINE Anchor. Dude, Alfred said this thing is amazing, but I want to hear more about it. Can you guys talk to the camera about this thing? Because I need to know now, because he's saying that saved his life. So, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were tired of having crappy anchors that just didn't work and were falling apart. So we built this anchor. It's 100% 316 stainless steel. It's fully collapsible. It's got solid pivot rivets that have a shear rating of 1,700 pounds. So you don't have to worry about shock loading or getting, arms knocked off. The one feature about this anchor that really differentiates from our competitor anchor is that we have this brake spade design here on the arm. So you've got this point and these brake spades that when the anchor engages with the bottom, these points will break the surface, and then these act as a braking force. The other style of anchor that's out there, it's got more of a spoon design, and it does more dragging than it does actually gripping the bottom. Another feature that we have here is this swivel. So when you're doing deep water anchoring, you might have 100, 200 feet of rope out there. You bring all that rope back in, and if you don't have a swivel, then you're going to end up with a big bound up mess, which could be a hazard, right? And it's a real pain in the butt. Coming down to iCast, we developed this. This is a prototype version. It's going to be available next year. And this is just a mount to be able to house your anchor somewhere away from your feet if you're on a kayak. It'll be good for John boats as well because we built this flat base here. So again, this is prototype. We're going through some testing phases and stuff with that, and that's going to be available next year. The K5, so we call this the K5 anchor. It's also compatible with the Anchor Wizard. So you have the chute here, right? Perfect. And it'll drop off the back of the boat, as seen over at the new canoe booth there. Yeah, so we can go over and look at that real quick. Sorry about that.
So, do you have any tips when you're anchoring on a kayak? How much rope do you need versus how deep you are?
Yes, absolutely. So, what you call that is the road ratio. So for every foot of water, you want to have X number of feet of line out. So depending on what's on the bottom, if you're in a place where there's lots of vegetation and stuff for the anchor to grip, you can get away with a smaller road ratio. So 3-to-1 at a minimum. So for every foot of water, you want to have 3 feet of rope out. If you're in harder to anchor places where the sand is really hard packed or more loose gravel, then you're going to want to have even more rope out so the anchor can lay down and do its job. So you're looking at maybe a 7-to-1 ratio.
All right, so let's see the anchor in action over here. I'm sorry, we are invading another booth, but it's okay, right? So this is set up on this masterpiece that was done by the Wizard. This is a smart kayak, by the way. You could tell Siri to anchor up and all that stuff. Not through here, not yet.
Right, yeah.
But can you demonstrate how this works right here with the Anchor Wizard? Like if I wanted to anchor right now, can you show that quick?
Absolutely. So this is the Anchor Wizard product, and we actually bundle the Anchor Wizard with the K5. We call it the Elite Anchor Package. A lot of kayak anglers like this. It's nice and neat. It keeps the anchor stowed safely out of the way, but it also keeps the rope away from your feet. So with the Anchor Wizard, all you got to do is do a quarter turn. I'm just going to hang on this rope here. Quarter turn, and it freewheels off. And then when you crank it, goes back into location.
Whoa, Alfred, you gotta get that angle. That was epic. All right, do it again. All right, so I got to my spot. I want to anchor down. Go ahead, throw it down. Whoa, and it's heavy, so whoa, nice. So now drop it again. I want to see. Can you show them how it would anchor down? Like once it's on the water is moving. How will it react with the floor?
Basically, the anchor is going to tip, and as Kayak DIY, Justin Lammer says, it tips and it grips, so it's going to fall over, and then you've got these points here that are going to break the submarine surface, and then these are going to be your braking force here.
Nice. And what happens if I get stuck?
So if you get stuck, we'll put this away, and I'll show you.
Look at that. That's cool, man. I'm gonna have to get me one anchor. We need to pass by and get the Anchor Wizard.
We got them.
So you're gonna give me both the Anchor Wizard and awesome. Yeah, because we're gonna make a good video, man. 100%.
So this is a Breakaway Kit that we sell as an accessory. So typically, if you get lodged and you're stuck, you would know that you'd have to be on your breakaway kit and submarine conditions that were heavily vegetated. So what happens? Your road's heading this way. You paddle or power back over your anchor, give it a tug in the opposite direction. You're going to break this zip tie. It's going to run this back up here, and you're literally going to pull the anchor up upside down and retrieve it. And it's kind of like an insurance policy. You know you're in a heavily vegetated submarine environment. You're going to want to rig it like this. It's an option. You can then take it off if you're in a sand environment in South Florida. You probably just rig it like this.
There's always rocks. I recommend using it like that. You never know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And also, this is a premium anchor, so you want to protect your investment. You don't want to just have to cut it. Exactly. So, talking about that, how much is this?
Retails for $120.
$120, but hey, your life is worth more than dollars.
But you can't put a price on safety, for sure.
Yeah, safety first. And about that, always wear your PFD, very important.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
The other thing too is from a fishing perspective, if you get to a spot you want to anchor, you don't want to be worried about whether you're going to stay there. You want to go out and cast and catch some fish, not be playing around with an anchor. So
and you just answer why I almost never use an anchor, because they don't work.
Right.
But this may change that. We got to test that. We got to test it out. Guys, comment below. You want me to review this whole setup for you guys? Comment below. Let me know. So we got to take one home.
Sounds good.
The whole setup.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by the booth.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Boom. Let's go. Oh, yeah. You want to plug in your website?
TIGHTLINEANCHOR.com.
Yeah. Or the link below.
If you don't have a tight line, you're not anchored.
That's right.
That's why I've never been anchored before. Damn it. Sheesh. Boom.